Hello guys, so I'm back with a new video, and in this particular video we will be discussing a three square geometry problem. This problem is very creative in nature, and this is a problem which was given to a fifth grade student many years back. But this problem is very creative and very entertaining. So let's discuss the problem. So the problem was like this, that we have three identical squares. We have three identical squares. We have three identical squares. The size of the squares is not at all important. We have three identical squares, and we draw lines like this. Okay, we draw specific lines joining these three vertices from this one single vertex. Okay, this was a construction given, and this angle was named alpha, this was named beta, and this was named as gamma. This is A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H. Okay. Now what are we asked? We are asked to find the value of alpha plus beta plus gamma. This value is what we want to find out from this particular problem. Okay. Now if this problem was given to an 11th grade or a 12th grade student or a higher mathematics student, he would have done it pretty easily. How? Because he would have found out that this alpha is nothing but a 45 degree. Reason being, AB and AH are of same length because they are the sides of a square, and this is a 90 degree. Hence this side and this side is equal, and hence alpha should be equals to 45 degree. Okay. Next, what he would have done, he would have considered AB to be of x length, then AG would have been of x plus x, that is of 2x length, and then he would have written that B or beta is tan inverse of x by 2x, and gamma is tan inverse of x upon 3x. Then he would have added beta plus gamma in the inverse tangent formula. So beta plus gamma, he would have written it as, this would have been this would have been a half, and this would have been a 1/3. So a half plus a 1/3, 1 minus a 1/6, and this would have led him to tan inverse of 45, tan inverse of 1, that is a 45 degree. So alpha plus beta plus gamma comes out to be a 90 degree. This is a very exact value, but this would have been a procedure if a higher mathematics student would have been given this problem. A 5th grade student, I don't think, will ever know about tan inverse formula, right? Unless he is very advanced. Okay. So, and if you measure these angles, by geometrically using a protractor, okay, you will get that the value is approximately 90, maybe 89.72, maybe, I'm just guessing, 89.7, 91.3, for example, like this. 72, it was a mistake. 89.7 and 91.3, those were approximately equal to 90 degree. Now, how can we ensure that this summation of alpha plus beta plus gamma is actually 90 degree using basic constructions? So what mathematicians believe is that this construction is not a complete diagram. Okay, what they do is, they see, this was the problem given to us, right? This was the very problem given to us. Okay, this was the very problem given to us. This was a alpha and a beta and a gamma. What they do is, they replicate these three squares above it. Okay, oh, very sorry, a very bad construction. Okay, for example, like this and like this. Okay, and then they name it, say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K and L. Okay. Then let us do one thing. Let us join this vertex to this and to this. Okay. Now let us analyze the problem. Now what we need to prove is, see, one thing we can easily do. What we can easily do is that we prove that this angle is alpha and this angle is beta. If this would have been possible, then it would easily lead us to the problem, right? Okay. So, acha. Now let us analyze it. See, this particular triangle and this particular triangle are both right triangles, right? If you compare these two triangles with this triangle, then you can analyze it, you can observe it, that this angle is itself a beta and this angle is itself a beta, right? Carefully analyze it. Triangle BAI, right? BAI and triangle CBE and triangle EFH are identical triangles and they are having the same angle beta, right? So this angle comes out to be a beta, right? Okay. Now, what is this? This angle is a 90 degree. This is a beta, that means this is a 90 minus beta. So what is this angle? So this angle is a 180 minus a 90 minus beta and a minus beta, which is a 90 degree itself, right? So we can easily say that this angle is a 90 degree. This angle is a 90 degree. Okay, well done. Now this particular side and this particular side are same in length, right? Reason being, compare it with this triangle itself, right? This particular side and this particular side are same in length. You can also analyze it using the length of the hypotenuse. This is a 2x, this is a x, this is also a 2x and this is a x. So this is root over of 2x whole square and x square. This is also root over of 2x whole square plus x square, right? They are of same length. That means this angle and this angle will be same, right? This angle and this angle will be same in length. This is a triangle. Okay. Now let us find out that, now if we can prove that this angle is an alpha, then the problem is done, right? Okay. So now let us carefully see what can we do. Okay. So let us do one thing. See, this side and this side are same in length, right? This side and this side are same in length. That means this angle is a 45 degree for sure. Okay. This whole angle is a 90 degree. That means your beta plus gamma plus 45 degree is a 90 degree. That means your beta plus gamma is a 45 degree. And you already know that alpha itself is a 45 degree. And hence alpha plus beta plus gamma comes out to be a 45 degree plus a 45 degree and it's a 90 degree. This was the actual procedure which a 5th grade student must follow because they don't know about the inverse trigonometric relations, right? So this was my video and hope you like this video. Before ending this video, I will also like to thank my friend Tanishq for helping me out with my thumbnails. So all the very best. Thank you all.